Oh, did it just immediately start streaming? Okay. I just told it this was the stream, and then it instantly started streaming. There's the notification that I went live. That's cool. That's good. If you're sub, you should get notifications. Because I just got my own notification. That's kind of cool. Good to hear that my notifications work. It's very pumped up. See, it looks like we got our first view. Very good, very good. Definitely a subscriber. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just got the sub thing. Whatever. Right now I can minimize everything. And then pull up chat. So I changed the dimensions of the stream. Did that do anything? This man needs to store it. There you go. BRB, heck no, this ain't a carry. Oh, okay. Again, I really don't know why this happens. I genuinely don't. I'll just be readying up for a dungeon. It's just like, disconnect. Like, why? That is kind of annoying. You have to spam click something for it to sell, because one of the mods I have stops me from like selling things accidentally. Free carry, I'll take that. I will gladly take any free carries I can get. We can start, right? Is this 5 people? Yeah, bro, go. What are you doing? There you go. So free carry, almost the back of my legs. This guy started the countdown even though some guy left. Look at these strong dragons. Is that a grimoire thing? This man changed his class 3 times. What is that? I can't even check. would be kind of fun to put on like dragon armor. I could. Don't have a. It's put up though, isn't it? I could wear white storm with a yellow, or I could use like a young drag head with storm armor. Oh, I have my young on me. Okay, okay. Let's go. Oh man, let's go. Look, guys, I'm in young armor. Whatever. Disbands but doesn't reparty because, you know. Did he really disband, or is my Skytails broken or something? What's going on? So you do have a point, okay. Therefore, storm the young helmet. It's actually really funny. Oh, that's really funny. Look at me, I'm a young non. It's actually white storm, that's really funny. Dude, I want to do this, but like with strong drag or something. That's not even that expensive, like, okay. I don't know, this is more of a joke than anything. I don't really want to spend money on a joke. It was a frag run, okay. Can kind of guess when things are frag run. Let me show you. Okay, have fun. Floor 2 is like the easiest thing in the universe, so. Please let me so. Yeah, go wild. Bye. Nope. I'm getting the completion. I'll drink my Coke. So I'm gonna put on like gold ore. I'm gonna go on my phone. Enjoy the fact that I'm getting carried. This man really left right. He got to the fairy room, and that seems like that's about as far as he ever got. That's kind of funny. He got 4 rooms in. And then he looks like he there's just like a dead body there. Oh dude, you were so close, bro. You were literally like 10 seconds away from blood. Or it was literally like 10 seconds away from blood, bro. What's up, King? That was really that close to blood. At least I'm on the right channel. Ooh, let's go. So last stream, I unlocked the diamond bonzo head, which is right here. The diamond bonzo head, very clean to own. And so, now I'm gonna get the diamond scarf head. But I'm actually only like halfway there, so I'm not even close. As you can see, I've done 1,000 floor 1s, but I only have 500 floor 2, so we're literally only halfway, so. New update is quick craft room. Dude, I have no idea, man. First off, is there a new update? I mean, the last update I know of is the museum update. I don't know if anything happened after the museum update. I mean, I don't think I have anything to craft. I don't know. I couldn't test it. You can test it if you can. I'm in a dungeon. I have no way to test if there's a... if they removed crafting. I don't have, like, wood or anything like that. No, I don't have, like, any item to craft. It's not that big of a deal. It would just mean that you can't make a Terminator. That actually sounds like a really big deal. It just means you can't make Terminator. No, I don't think they'd remove it. Not that I can check. It might be worth checking, actually. I'll do it after this run. I'll see if I can quick craft like a stick or something. Oh, it's removed. That's interesting. Quick craft. So you can't make a Terminator. That's interesting. Well, I mean, was there... My guess is, was there a dupe? Did someone find out how to dupe it? What if you use a normal crafting table? No. Even with a vanilla crafting table, you still can't. I'm probably like the only guy on the planet with like a crafting table on his island. Crafting tables are like so useless. But that's interesting, man. Yeah. So Terminator is like discontinued, right? That's interesting. These are all like discontinued items. They cannot be crafted anymore. I'm sure it'll come back though. I'm sure it's a temporary thing, whatever. Any free carries? No. Sadly. What are you wearing? Fierce Maxor? Why? You're just like really poor? Oh, he is. Yeah, he's just really poor, that's all. Try selling... What? Try selling your Shadow Assassin, bro. A spicy livid dagger. He's a Juju. Interesting setup, man. You really don't play dungeons much, just I can tell. This man's Catacombs 24 and has like almost no floor completions. Okay, look, it's me. With my arrow face. That's funny. Click. I'm not gonna go free carries to people that are just gonna be annoying about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me to go when I'm going, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm clearly starting and you're telling me to start like you're my boss or something. Like, my guy, I'm giving you a free carry and this is how you repay me by telling me how to play the game. Boy, get on my party. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not doing that. Saying go, like, the second a party gets full, provides, like, no extra information besides making you look bossy and annoying, you know? Like, the party had just filled 5 out of 5, and I was clicking the start button, and he tells me to go, as if I was just gonna stand there and not do anything, as if this was my first time playing Dungeons, and he had to teach me, you know, like, what? Don't tell me to go. Like, obviously I'm gonna go. Like, the party just filled. You know, I'm probably walking up to Mort right now. Like, I pulled chat up and clicked the button, and as I'm doing that, he's telling me to go. Really? Like, what do you think I was doing? Staying there doing nothing? What, am I wasting your precious time? Bro, it's just like, you know, the personality, like, bro, it's so annoying, so disrespectful, and like, all while I'm trying to give you a free 4-2 carry. You know, and this is how you repay me. Like, wow, thanks, man. Don't ever say start, don't ever say go, unless, like, it's an unreasonable amount of time. Literal seconds after the party is full is not an appropriate time to tell the leader to go. It happens so much that I'm just not putting up with any of these people. It's almost like every party has it too. It's like every other run, some guy says go. Even when the party's like 4 to 5. That's the thing, is they'll join the party and instantly say go. Like, literally, like, I'll have a guy join, and then another guy join, and then another guy join, who's 4 to 5, who then instantly says go after being in the party for like 2 seconds. And I'm like, really? You just joined this party, which isn't even full yet, and you're telling me to go? I ain't going, I'm queuing. What do you think we're doing? I'm not going just because you said it. But, like, it's annoying, bro. These people are annoying. I don't want to play with these kind of people, bro. Especially not if I'm giving them free carries. Like, what the heck? DC'd. That's weird, man. Quick cracking removed. That's definitely strange. Defo strange, defo strange. Thank you, Hypixel. Does anyone have a fix for this? Does any, like, Java virtual machine environment tech guy know what's going on here? Free carry, that's mine. Man. It's probably a frag run. It is, okay. I'm gonna steal his frag, though. I'm gonna steal his frag. Let's get that Diamante handled. Haha, he left. I don't know, I mostly blame Hypixel for frag running and how it is. If you could just start a dungeon by yourself, the idea of, like, frag running with frag bots or using, like, noobs as frag bots would just entirely go away. So, I'd like to see them add that in 1.0. The ability to start dungeons without having to have a second person for no reason. Let's go for ice spray one. Didn't get one, bro. That's cringe. Oh my god, guys, look, ice spray. Not funny thing. I really like my ice spray. It's so good, dude. Look how sexy that thing is. I almost want to recom it, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, that's such a good ice spray. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna die before I can kill it. You're not really supposed to play mage for, yeah. Mage is not the play for frag running. It was more so that I got stuck, though. I mean, that's kind of why, though. I couldn't kill it because I did, like, no damage because left-click mage is, like, a meme class. So I couldn't even kill it. And every time it launched me up, I almost die. So, yeah. Definitely a good reminder on why you're supposed to play Archer for, frag running. Either way, if I wasn't doing frag runs, not prepared, you know. I obviously would never frag run as a mage. And then we go with 2 players, okay. Presumably he's soloing it then. Didn't even really read the post. Was your even a post? What are you wearing? What is that, dude? A Shadow Assassin chestplate that's undyed. Wow, that's really ugly, but okay. That thing's really ugly. He has a Soul Eater 3 Juju that's not recommed. Okay. Can this guy even use that? Is he zombie 6? He's not. He can't use his wand. Okay. He bought it without realizing he can't use it. I don't know how. It tells you. It requires Zombie Slayer 6. So how we missed that, I have no idea. Wow, he's like no fairy souls. I have like that exact red shard. Kind of a weird inventory, don't you think? Like, why is there an empty slot here? It's kind of weird. There's a feather falling in his hotbar. Like, what? Put your stonk or dungeon orb or like super rooms. Like, yeah. Shouldn't this be in your hotbar? What are you doing? And why is a floor 5 person playing F2 anyway? I highly doubt he's going for Diamond Head. Maybe he's going for Recon? I don't know. I do not know why these people are doing what they're doing. Just make our DG like really like clunky. Yeah, his technique, it's very advanced. Thanks for the null, bro. Reparty. Bro, you're the host. You're supposed to reparty. This man did a 10-year-old reparty. Dude, like, manually disbanded in reparty. Bro. The world's longest manual reparty. Can this guy actually do carries? No, not really. It's just your average, like, F7 player. Dude, this guy's definitely not like a carrier or anything like that. Dude can't even get into, like, most parties. Is this guy trying to frag run? Thanks, Hypixel. This man named himself I loved my times. There's a rabbit pet? Why? Ferocity. Can you believe werewolf does wear the dick? So it's crazy to see people instantly dying. There's 3 deaths. The run's only 22 seconds in. That's impressive. No, like, that's really impressive. 3 deaths in 30 seconds, and then another guy's on yellow health. Wow, that's a lot in 30 seconds. And another death. Wow, this almost looks like a joke. is this run real or is this a joke run? Is this like, you know, it'd be really funny if we tried to die as many times as possible. That's what this run feels like. What the heck? This obvious joke run. They're like, hey, you know, it'd be really funny. What if... Young armor that's actually Storm.
Horsefly. Don't. Ant. Don't. As much. Don't. Wait, your tempting ant is spending your time so much you have so many horseflies in your tent. Attends, t'en as autant de temps dans ta time.
I'm a guy, by the way. I'm a guy, by the way.
Someone owns stream on here? There's only one guy alive. The only guy alive is the host. Dude, the team has 10 deaths. Oh my god, dude. I know you're an Iron Man, but still, dude. There's so many deaths, dude. So many deaths. It's comical, man. Like, bro, give up. No, too many deaths. Anyway, so we removed the ability to craft the Terminator. Whatever.
What's the name of Thor's hammer?
The Mjolnir. Mjolnir.
Jonathan?
Mjolnir.
What's the name of Thor's hammer?
Mjolnir. That's really funny. Oh my god, why is that the definitive frickin' Mariah Carey?
What do you mean very thirsty? What do you mean? What is that, Barry? Barry, look out! Barry, what? Barry! Oh, God! Barry, is that soda? Did you bring soda in here, Barry? That is not getting the controls! Unbelievable, man! I don't make drink. You drinking? Why do you need to drink, Barry? Oh my God! What are you doing? Wait until we get into space. Barry, what is that stuff? Barry, that's enough soda. Do not. No more soda, Barry. Barry, no more soda. No, Barry. Do not open that in the space. It's in my eyes. It's in my eyes. I got my soda on me. You got it all over us too, Barry. Barry, put that away. My God. There's plenty of food, okay? Barry, you do not open it.
Know you only need 1 TB-SP of detergent for a regular size load of laundry.
I don't know about that, good buddy. I mean, I season my laundry the same way I season my food, without measurements until it feels right. Now, if you want to walk around smelling like expired fajita meat and bell peppers,
But like, yeah, you just put in whatever feels like the right amount of detergent without measuring it. Yeah. Oh man.
this sign up at Starbucks that just says cat lessons. And today I have 200 voicemails.
Peaches. My name is Peaches.
I don't want to hear anymore. I'm done with that one. I'm done with that one. Imagine someone calls the wrong number and someone answers and goes, hello? And they go, Peaches. My name is Peaches. Not a fan of the way that last meow sounded at all.
You can really leave a message.
Yeah.
People actually joined? Oh my god, that's really funny. People actually joined. Okay. I wasn't prepared for anyone to actually it was a joke. What was that Steve thing? Wait, I need to look at the stream. What the heck was that? That's only one guy. Joined. Okay. I wasn't prepared for anyone to actually it was a joke. Oh my god, that's really funny. People actually joined. Okay. I wasn't prepared for anyone to actually use it. Shit.
Google Fi, a phone plan by Google. It's easy to switch to Fi from the comfort of your home.
Hey, hello. If you're here for part 1, good. But if you're not, you should probably go watch that first. Anyways, we left off at floor 6. The clear is basically the same as always. There are a few new strategies I'll mention, but first the boss fight. This one is actually not as straightforward, so we'll break it down step by step. As soon as you enter the boss room, Saran begins talking for a while. It's annoying, but he's been living in solitude for quite a while now. You gotta understand, he also needs some love. If you and your team are not experienced in running this board, definitely focus down the golems as soon as possible. You basically avoid damage by aggroing them and standing here so they can't reach you. Once you kill them, go to where your tank wants you to go, which is typically the subscribe button. I hear clicking makes you really cool. Also, please like the video. Anyways, as I was saying, go where your tank wants you, typically in a portal for lower catacombs players, and then, after a while, terracotta phase will start. This thing is not a joke, and is the main reason why a tank is pretty much mandatory on this floor, unless you're really over level. Anyways, your job here is to just shoot. Basically the exact same as floor 5. The giants and Saran phases have no real special strategies, just kill them. Now if your team is a bit higher catacombs and has a tank, you'll typically wake up the golems during the terracotta phase. You might be asking yourself, why not just kill them as quickly as possible? And the answer to that is poor game design. If you wake the golems up before or after the terracotta phase, it'll delay the next phase by quite a while. If you're not sure whether to wake them up or not, Just ask your team what they want to go with. Okay, now for gear. This floor really emphasizes how squishy you are as a mage. You want a tank at all costs. That being said, you can still die during the clear in your current gear. So swap out one or more armor pieces with Wise Dragon armor for Necromancer load armor, typically with a Necrotic Forge, but Giant is also an option if your survivability is just that bad. I don't recommend swapping out more than 2 Wise Dragon pieces though. Either go with only Necromancer load boots, or boots and pants. I'm sorry. Alternatively, if you have a perfect or super heavy chestplate from before, you can also use that instead of getting Necromancer load leggings. Basically, this is kind of down to how much you can survive. If you're having trouble with it, buy a Necromancer load piece, and if you still die, buy another one. Switching out the Shadow Goggles for the Wither Goggles also isn't a bad idea at this point. They make you do more damage. What else do you want? But above all, again, I strongly recommend them to Whale. Get this pet. This pet is amazing. As for weapons, you have a few options. The first is sticking with the familiar Spirit Scepter, which is still alright here. The second is the Yeti Sword, which I completely dismissed last time because I'm dumb and stupid. I genuinely thought it was only an LCM weapon, but I was wrong. This thing's ability is actually pretty impressive, and its damage output is much higher than that of a Spirit Scepter. Like 10 times higher in fact. But it's not all positives. Firstly, the cost. It costs way more than a Spirit Scepter. The second downside is the range. The Spirit Scepter is very accurate with its fast projectiles and enables you to shoot the enemies down from a distance. This thing has some range, but it launches the projectile in an arc and takes a while for it to land. It kind of incentivizes playing as you would with a Hyperion. What I'm getting at is that you're gonna be in the enemy's faces a lot more with the Yeti Sword. That being said, the damage difference is very noticeable. This thing shines especially in the Terracotta phase, acting like a pseudo-Hyperion. TLDR, Yeti Sword good. The final weapon choice you have is the Midas Staff, which does even more damage, has a huge AoE, and is ranged, but has two glaring downsides. The first is that the gold block waves it shoots out block arrows, so your archer is useless. And two is the price. It costs around twice as much as the Yeti Sword does. Honestly, the first downside is what makes it so hated. I personally don't recommend this one, but it's not as bad as people think. If you're still struggling with surviving, you can also upgrade your Ornate Zombie Sword into a Florid one. And if that isn't enough, the Wand of Restoration and Wand of Atonement are also pretty great for heals. Once you're comfortable running floor 6 and get consistent S+ runs with Score to Spare, you should learn how to cheese the 4 Secret Trap. This one's an absolute nightmare to do legitimately, because it takes way too long. Instead, buy a Stonk, blow up the script here, and stomp like so. Once you've got it in the chest, just spam right click to open it. If you fail, just do it again. While we're at trap rooms, in the free secret trap, you don't actually need to blow up the script if you bring the Spirit Boots cheese I showed in part 1. Just fly out there. And just in case you aren't using solvers for puzzles yet, now is the time. There are plenty great mods out there for solvers. I personally use the Hypixel Skyblock mod, so I've linked it in the description if you want to download it. Alright, now time for what you've all been waiting for, the big floor 7. At this point, you're stuck in what I like to call the Mage Limbo. Because dungeons are poorly balanced, there is no way you can do anything notable with this kind of gear in floor 7. You'll first need to switch your armor to Freeform Storm and Wither Goggles. And that's honestly not that expensive. The expensive part is the weapon you need to get, the Hyperion. Without it, you're absolutely nothing on floor 7. Even in Storm Armor, you won't be of much help to your team if you're using the Yeti Sword or even the 100 million coin Midas Staff. And you'll kind of die, because you won't have the Hyperion's heal. At this point, I recommend either grinding out floor 6 or temporarily swapping to a different class that can do floor 7 cheaper, like Archer or even Berserker to some extent. Or just grind coins to buy the Hyperion, I guess. There really isn't much I can say. You need this weapon. But once you get it, you won't regret your purchase. All the weapons so far have played in the same way, shooting projectiles and that's it. The Hyperion is a completely different beast. It is undoubtedly the best weapon for clearing in the entire game.
Yep.
If you're a Hype Mage, you should always Blood Rush, because you're just so much faster at it than anyone else. Unless another Hype Mage wants to do so. I recommend calling Let Me PR or something like that in chat, so that you don't have multiple people doing it. Oh yeah, and if you want to
common
bosses,
sense.
just look at the floor and spam right click. I haven't talked about puzzles much up till this point, but Bomb Defuse is its own thing. Bomb Defuse is a puzzle where two team members work together to solve various tasks and bolster their friendship. If you're a loser, that is, just cheese it.
keeps your head in the game. Or no more throwing noggin.
Eccentric, game over for headaches.
Mining into the wall and bonzo staffing through like so. Once you're done, ask one of your teammates to start it, step on the pressure plates yourself, and that's it. I've also linked a full video of how to do it in the description. If this no longer works, look up Bumped with cheese on it. I'm sure someone's already figured out a new method of how to do it. Okay, Necron time. Before you even go to the portal, you should put on a rabbit hat. You can take it out immediately after you enter, and you'll still have the jump boost, which is tremendously useful. The Necron boss fight has so many different strategies that I can make a whole video about it. In fact, this guy did. So if anything I'm saying doesn't make sense to you, watch this video please. Very good video. Anyways, the Necron boss fight has 4 phases, and as a mage, you'll play a large role in every single one of them. In the first phase, it's your job to get one of the energy crystals. There's 2 different ways to do it. The first is Jerry Sheen gunning up the wall like so.
My
Just hold it down by spam right. You also gotta get the angle right, so it's not really that consistent in my experience, although some people make it work. The second is using the bonzo staff. What you do is go up here, stand on this block, and bonzo staff at the ground right before you fall off.
Dude, can you not?
First, but you'll get the hang of it. I personally prefer doing it with the bonzo staff.
Bro, you do blood then, bro. You do blood.
Laser and you can UPS him down. Don't just right click him though. You see, the Hyperion's teleportation is disabled to the Necron boss fight. You can just spam right and left click at the same time to burst him down even quicker. In phase 2, the tank will go to one of the pillars, typically purple, and you or one of your teammates will need to lift it. This can be any teammate, it doesn't really matter. Typically your tank will want to uprush though, so just step on the pad for a second to lift it off the ground, and your tank will do the rest. You should also spirit ring one of your teammates here, instead of doing whatever I'm doing. And if your tank doesn't know how to uprush or fails it, just crush Necron normally and UPS it just like in phase 1. Phase 3 is the same for all classes really. Just call which section of terminals you want to be in chat. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, there's 4 different sections of terminals. The typical callouts for these are S1, 2B, 2T, the oldest NR3, S1 means you're doing the entirety of section 1 yourself. 2B and 2B stand for 2 bottom and top, 2B is the bottom terminals, and 2B is the top ones and the device. Whoever is on 2B and 2T will also click the levers on 1 so that the person doing it has an easier time. 3 and 4 are just 3 and 4. You do everything on them, that's it. If no one on your team wants to solo one, someone might call SS, which means Simon Says, and someone else must do the remaining terminals on 1. Unless you're doing 1, you will also need a rogue sword and stomp here. I recommend spamming them.
This guy's kind of talking nonsense. Are you asking me for a floor 5 carry? Is that what you mean? What in the world are you talking about, dude? Floor 5 requires Catacombs 14. And you're only Catacombs 12. So you're asking me to do a bunch of floor 4 carries? Not really interested unless you're overpaying, honestly. Floor 4 is like a really, like, even though I've like I experienced it, it doesn't mean floor 4 is any like less annoying to do. So unless you're gonna pay me way more than it's worth, I'm not doing it. I know it's not bro, of course. Why would a mage do master mode too? That would be silly.
Whilst you're falling down the hole, because you need almost 400 speed to be able to stomp through gates. Once you're at a gate, just do this until it works, and if it's not working, you need more speed. It's pretty simple, really. Also, if you're sick of the lava damage here, get the Wither sword. I realize this might all be a bit overwhelming, so recommend watching this part again after you do a few floor 7 runs yourself to properly understand it. It's for your own good, and definitely not because I want your reviews. No, not at all. In phase 4, just DPS Mr. Necron and you should be good. Stay close to your tank here at all times, otherwise you will die. Someone also needs to go mid here so that the others can spirit leap to them once Necron follows, but that's typically the archer. If no one does it, you can go mid instead. Also, once you do go mid, stand on the very edge of it, otherwise Necron will kill you. You can move closer once he says arc in chat. A Wither Skeleton Pet helps with damage in this phase, so I recommend buying that. It's pretty cheap anyways. Now, as you probably come to realize, floor 7 is much more technical than any other floor. It's not just reliant on your gear to succeed, but also mastering various techniques and strategies. This floor is not made for you to play with goons from Party Finder. The team synergy just isn't there. I seriously recommend getting a perm party for floor 7, aka people you always play with. I don't want to extend this video even further, so if you're interested in learning about how to get a perm party, I strongly recommend watching this video from a good friend of mine. Link in the description. Okay, a bit of a gear update. Once you hit around Catacombs 32 or so, you should consider swapping Storm Boost for Max runs. The idea is that you still one-shot all regular enemies, but you're just... Okay, a bit of a gear update. Once you hit around Catacombs 32 or so, you should...
Catacombs 30? I wouldn't even wear Maxor boots until you're like Cata... Like, honestly, like Cata 38 or something. I mean, wearing Maxor is like a really late game thing, you know? Just because you see me in like, just because I'm wearing Maxor, I would not tell anyone else to wear Maxor, you know? Maxor stats are really bad. Like, I don't know if you've noticed it, but like, Maxor gives you no intelligence at all, hence why you have to have it on Necrotic. It gives it literally has 0 intelligence, just like any other set, like Lapis or, you know, friggin' Farm Armor or whatever. It gives no intelligence, so it's actually like a really bad mage set. And the damage is pretty bad. It only does like half of Necron's damage, you know, so it's really bad for damage. So overall, Maxor is a really shitty set. The only reason we wear it is for speed, and like, you could just wear Young Armor. I used to do F1 in Young Armor until I got Maxor, so I always tell people, think of Maxor as more like an upgraded version of Young Armor, rather than like a variant of Storm. Like, it's a really bad armor set, you know? It doesn't have as much health as Goldor, it doesn't have any intelligence at all, and it doesn't have the damage of Necron. Like, it's not comparable to any of those armor sets. It's more of an upgraded version of, like, Young Armor. So it's basically a speed set that isn't too... Like, it's the best speed set, really. Like, the health is alright, the damage is alright, if you put Necrotic, the mana's alright, but, like, overall, it's meta for nothing. How high does hype ability go? What does that even mean? High is not really a what? You mean damage? I don't know, dude. It does like 800k damage on most mobs, something like that. I don't know, dude. What a weird question. But yeah, like, Maxor is basically just an upgraded version of, like, Young Dragon Armor. The stats are really bad. Like, that's the point of Maxor. So it sacrifices, like, everything for speed, you know? So it gives a crap ton of speed, but has, like, no other stat, really. So do not wear Maxor unless you're extremely high Cata doing really low floors like me. I'm Catacombs 40 and I'm playing floor 2. That's why I'm in Maxor. I wouldn't be playing, like, you know, M6 and Maxor, you know what I'm saying? If you're Catacombs 30, don't wear Maxor to play F7, you know? Maxor is basically like, if you can't do it in Young Armor, you can't do it in Maxor, you know? If you wouldn't play floor 7 in Young Armor, then don't play floor 7 in Maxor, you know? You know, I'm very high Catacombs and whatnot, so I can do it, but like a Cat of 32, no. If you're a Catacombs 32, please do not wear Maxor boots. Please don't. You're gonna lose so much stats, like you're gonna do so much less damage if you do. You're gonna have way less mana. Like again, you're sacrificing stats, damage, intelligence, yada yada for speed, and it's just, that's not worth it. So yeah, just because you see all the high levels doing it, they can only do it because they're high level, you know. Because they're high level. Hey, hello, where are you learning? So I don't have chat pulled up. Who's host? Yeah, bro, short. I might as well not even stream, bruh. I was thinking I might as well not even stream because I can like look at videos and read chat at the same time. Why'd you put a smiley face with that, the hell? Really?